Aaliyah Boston jumps a passing lane, pokes the ball loose, and immediately fires it ahead to Caitlin Clark on the break. But just as Clark begins to accelerate, Diamond DeShields barges straight into her. No real play on the ball, and then casually laughs it off like nothing happened. Clark, already used to this type of contact, simply gets up and walks away. Still, she clearly had words for DeShields, and honestly, who could blame her? That was already the third hard foul DeShields delivered in just 38 seconds, something that thrilled the biggest Clark critics both in the arena and online. And the wild part? This wasn't even some random moment of frustration. According to a circulating stat, an absurdly high percentage of the league's flagrant fouls this season have been committed against Clark, and a huge chunk of those came at the hands of Angel Reese and her Chicago teammates. This was the final matchup of the season between the Sky and the Fever, and it was obvious Chicago came in with the intention of making Clark's life miserable, maybe even hoping to derail her Rookie of the Year campaign.
The tension was even higher because ESPN's latest rookie rankings had Angel Reese placed above Clark, despite Clark having better overall stats and a better team record. Heading into this game, many people saw the Rookie of the Year race as essentially tied, meaning the head-to-head showdown could be the deciding factor. Clark opened the game by showing off her court vision, finding Nalissa Smith for an easy bucket inside. Soon after, she drilled a three coming off an ABK brush screen, then blew past her defender for a smooth finish. She played the entire first quarter, posting 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists. Reese struggled early, hitting the side of the backboard and finishing with just 2 points. In the second quarter, Clark heated up, first with back-to-back threes, then with a perfect touchdown pass to Erica Wheeler, followed by another assist to Dantas for a jumper. She kept carving up Chicago's defense, connecting with Kelsey Mitchell on their signature backdoor play before speeding in for another layup. At halftime, Indiana led by 5 behind Clark's 15 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds on efficient long-range shooting. Reese had only 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 turnovers.
Things only got worse for Reese. Clark opened the third quarter by slamming on the brakes and nailing a vicious step-back 3. Moments later, she drew contact on another deep attempt and sank all 3 free throws. She continued manipulating Chicago's defense, drawing help and setting up Smith and then Dan Terrace with wide-open looks. By the end of the quarter, Indiana was up 14 with Clark adding another 8 points and 2 assists. Reese, 1 point and a negative plus-minus. By the fourth, the game was essentially over. Clark kept dissecting the Sky, hitting Boston at the free throw line, then finding Lexi Ho for back-to-back threes before knocking one down herself to bury Chicago for good. But with under 4 minutes left, DeShields struck again, leveling Clark on a completely unnecessary hit that was eventually upgraded to a flagrant. As Clark walked to the bench, she hyped up the Chicago crowd, letting them know she owned their building that night.
While the Fever pulled their starters with a 25-point lead, Chicago kept Angel Reese on the floor, clearly trying to pad her numbers. Even then, against Indiana's third-string lineup, she managed only 2 points while desperately chasing another double-double. Eventually, she got it, 10 points and 11 rebounds, but the context made it feel hollow. Clark's line, on the other hand, was on another level entirely. 31 points, 12 assists, 4 rebounds, 57% from the field, nearly 56% from 3. At this point, the Rookie of the Year debate should be over. Clark has the better numbers, the better impact, and the better performances in every head-to-head matchup. Reese is a strong rebounder, no doubt, but many of her boards come from her own missed shots. To reach the next level, she'll need to develop her finishing ability and expand her offensive game beyond putbacks. Clark, meanwhile, is already a complete player, scoring, playmaking, floor leadership, and efficiency wrapped into one. With performances like this one, the Rookie of the Year discussion feels settled. And honestly, it might be time to start mentioning Clark in the MVP conversation too.